Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have a review for In a Violent Nature, which this came out back in May. And I'm pretty mixed on it, I'm gonna be honest. I know there were a lot of people who either really loved it or really hated it, and I think that's pretty telling if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score. Rotten Tomatoes scores for this movie, you can tell that there's a lot of mixed feelings. And so let's just jump right into it. So, In a Violent Nature, this is a movie that is a very unique concept. That being, this film is essentially it's a Friday the 13th styled slasher, only it's told from the killer's perspective. So it follows the killer walking around instead of like the victims. And again, that is a unique concept, and this movie does do it well for the most part. But we'll get to that later. And let's start out with the good. For one, the cinematography in this film is fucking beautiful. If you're a person who loves good nature photography, then yeah, this movie has got you covered. It is filled to the brim with absolutely gorgeous nature photography. Now, if you're also a big gore hound, you will also love this film. Seriously, this movie has some fucking horrific kills in it. I don't know if I would go all the way and say they're Art the Clown level kills. Okay, there's one that might be an Art the Clown level kill, but like the kills in this are really fucking brutal. Which I mean, for as a slasher fan, if you're a slasher fan, of course you would want them to be brutal. And I really like the overall just the ambience that this film has. Like, this is a very much a summer-esque film in terms of like the ambience and the like the camping noises, all the nature sounds are so nice to listen to. It's great ambience. It is great fucking ambience. And you get to the ambience is so good that you kind of lose yourself in it. So yeah, great kills, great cinematography, great just overall vibe, It's just a good overall vibe. Now, I thought let's talk about the killer himself, who his name is Johnny. And not a bad. It's not like an incredible ring is like Jason, But so the killer Johnny, he's essentially supposed to be a knockoff Jason. Like, he's this person who was wrongfully killed in life, and then he comes back to murder, much like Jason Voorhees. He even kind of looks like Jason. And also another similarity is that they're both undead. But where this killer is unique is that one, his attire, one being like the mask, especially this guy wears, is way more unique to say the least, because it's a old firefighting helmet, or no, firefighting mask that was used in like the 1800s or something like that. And this killer, for the most part, is a bit more intelligent than someone like Jason Voorhees, and a bit more stalkery. Like, it's like a mixture between Jason and Michael, where he's got the brutality of Jason, but the stalker vibes of Michael Myers. And on the opposing side, there are the human characters, which are fine. They're not like terrible human characters. They're kind of just the run of the mill average slasher victims. They're fine. None of them really stood out, which is makes sense because you're not following them. You're following the killer. Now let's get into the negatives. Which, for one, I can understand why someone wouldn't like this film because it is pretty like slow. It is pretty slow. The stuff in between kills, you're just watching this dude walk through the woods in between kills. So I can understand how someone wouldn't find that interesting. But for me personally, I like nature photography and I like looking at nature. So it didn't really bug me that much, and it was actually like kind of soothing, with the going back to the ambience as well. Like it was, for me it was soothing to watch the guy just walk through nature with all the noises and shit. Might be Actually, it might be something good to fall asleep to. Until you get to the killing parts. Now, and the other thing I didn't really like, and this is the big thing about the film that I didn't like, that is the ending. Holy shit, the ending to this movie is not that good. Scratch that, it sucked. The ending to this movie sucked hard. Because it doesn't really end, it kind of just stops. Like, okay, going into spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it, then come back. But, so, after Johnny, murders everyone except the final girl, we watch the final girl, we follow the final girl as she's, like, hobbling out into the forest until she gets to a road. And then someone picks her up. It's supposed to be a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but... And then we sit in this fucking car for like 10 minutes. As this old lady that picked her up is just telling a story which is supposed to be a metaphor to Johnny, the Johnny. It's supposed to be a metaphor to him. But like it is boring. And like it's a different kind. It's not like the walking through nature stuff where I at least got a little bit of relaxation enjoyment out of those. This is just pure movie halting boredom. And then they stop the truck and you think, okay, Johnny's gonna pop out and murder both of them. But no, it cuts back to a bear trap, which you assume Johnny got stuck in because, the final girl laid out a bear trap to, try to stop, ensnare Johnny. And then, and then it just ends. Like, it cuts back to the bear trap, it's empty, implying that, Johnny got out and he's somewhere else. But after that, it just ends. Like, there's no real resolution. Like, we don't know if the girl gets out, but, there's no real resolution to anything. It's not an ending, it's just a stop point. It's like they ran out of money to film things. They were like, okay, cut that. We can end the movie there. Like, I saw some reviews for Late Night with the Devil saying that they found that film's ending to be super just unsatisfying. Dude, and by the way, I don't believe those reviews. I really like the way that movie ended. But this movie is the movie that has an unsatisfying ending. But for the most part though, this is a good slasher. And if you are a diehard slasher fan, I would highly recommend this. Now, but if you're a normal, just a casual moviegoer, I would say skip it, but let's put in, just putting In a Violent Nature into the blood bag here, I'm going to give it a 70%. For the most part, it is entertaining. The kill scenes are fucking incredible. The cinematography, once again, is great. It has great ambience. To me, I found it kind of relaxing. The stuff in between kills to be a little relaxing. But man, was that ending bad. But seriously, though, that ending was fucking terrible. So yeah, I think a 70% is good. And yeah, that was my thoughts on In a Violent Nature. And I want to kind of apologize real quick for the lack of videos in between March to now. I've been kind of going through some stuff lately. Hopefully the video should come back in a little bit more. I do have the review for Deadpool and Wolverine, which that should be up on Thursday. And again, I'm still working on the SCP video. I'm still working on some other things. So I promise you'll get more videos from me soon. But now that I'm I'm finished with the school for right now. So you should hopefully get some more videos. But anyway, enough talking. Let's just do the outro. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And I will see all of y'all next time. Goodbye.